start to write until you feel that need, and I'm gonna feel the cool day. But that need of mine, I wanna know in you all night, into the sunrise. I wanna know in you.
Friday, little something that I call show prep. But what I truly like is that it's Friday after a hard week of putting in 1 good hour. I am so pooped. What are we looking at? TECHNO VIKING, a Berliner Weiss Sour from DREKKER. The art's pretty cool on this one. It looks just like Miles. And this one weighs in. This was really, I'm going to have to drink I'm going to have to slam all 4 of them and do shots in between. Right, Din? Only 4.5%. I'm sure a bunch of you, not Din, he was still in diapers, remember the whole, when they came out with the ice, and it was like, oh my God, it's 5%. Your skull's gonna be wrecked. Hey, look, it's beer that looks like beer. Oh, and there was a little debris on the bottom. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, peanut butter jelly time. Oh yeah. Psh, psh. Went and had breakfast with David J. fucking Brown today. What? Mister, you can't even just be nice. It's like, texted him last night. I said, breakfast tomorrow? Sure. Pick you up at 9. Okay, buddy boy. Pick him up, drive up to Big Daddy's, and he's like, okay, so what brings us here? What do you mean, what brings us here? Food. To hell. My great company. That's what is bringing you. Okay, so has a little bit of your stereotypical, that thing. Not like almost like a wheat beer plus. Here, better switch hands. Billy doesn't have some kind of a freak out. So, cheers. Oh yeah. It's not like sour that makes the back of your noodle curdle, but it's definitely a sour, almost like a wheat beer, and like a good German beer. You got a little bit of that whole banana kind of subtlety in the back. Even after the sour has its way with your lips. Heineken. Oh God, it's like skunk's ass, even on a good day. But she does make me okay. Nice car. I would take that over her. Sharky is. See, like when you turn the flag upside down, that's like Sharky in distress. That was after our fun with that. I mean, we got it all back together and then proceeded to enjoy its company. I am not gonna mat, and I know this is probably not gonna be received well on multiple levels, but I would so McLean, I would so happily trade that for the Springfield Hellion. I just, I don't know, I like looking at it. And that's like kind of where it all sort of comes to an end. I mean, I wish I could go back in time and have convinced John to trade me his other PSK. That one is chambered in 308. So then he could at least go out and blah, 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 blam, and not have to worry about using up good Mikey rounds or the surplus shit. I don't know. It's just, here's the closest analogy I can come up with. Like I said, don't hate. I'm just being honest when I say I would probably shoot the shit out of the Hellion, and the only time it ever goes out is when somebody's here that wants to shoot it or hasn't shot it, or I don't know, if I had a really cool man cave gun room, I'd mount it up on the wall, and that's the only time it'd probably come down is to just clean the damn thing. Other than that, I don't really know if I don't really think I'd really have a regret. It is iconic and blah blah blah, but good Lord, it's like that sports car that you just had to have, and then when you get it, it's just never lives up to the expectations that at least that I had. Maybe there's some of you that would probably be like, "This is great, shit. I'd hunt with this." Yeah, trust me, you're gonna want to hunt with open sights because I still have no idea. I need to get like a 4x8 sheet. Actually, I have I took it home. Towards the end, that shit stopped, and instead of bringing shit home from the job site, I turned around and I brought stuff from home back to the job site, or at least to the dumpster. We did oh my God, yes. Just, you probably touch your fingertips around that waist. We did the Spook House has a walkout, and we did one of those where you have they call it what's her name from Wizard of Oz? I mean, they call it that door. And they're meant, normally it's on the ground. In Oklahoma, you probably see the things all over the place. Well, because of the way the stairs were, because of the way that the everything worked out, we couldn't have that sitting on the ground. It had to be into the air. So basically, we had to make like this tunnel and a roof line, and in order to get those doors to work, we had to actually have a door out in the yard, but not a full door, because that would have looked stupid and it would have been into there's a window right there. So it had no choice but to do this. So we had to buy an outside steel outside door and cut the bottom of it off and re-drill the holes and everything in it and convert that over, and then relocate the hinges so that could be the door. So I have the other half of it in the garage. So I have like 3.5 foot by 36 inch steel part of a steel door, and I almost need to like bring that door and the Dragunov out to the shack and just try to figure out where in the hell it is hitting. I mean, more rounds have gone through that thing and then have this look. I don't know. You see where that went? No, I didn't see shit. So yeah, I know. The gods of collectors, the whatever. I would if she's hot too. I'd be using one, and I'm looking at the other one. First in, Let me make sure advertising's in the effing way. Get out of the way. Yep, on the 4 Local. First in was Mike saying, cheers, bro. Cheers, Mike. Then Rich says, cheers all. Cheers, Rich. And then Poco says, so much cringe. You're welcome. Then Rich says, I don't think any 4 Locals have been a pleasant drinking experience for me. Just saying. They are a good, cheap drunk, though. Exactly. And I will say, yes, I will say, of all of them that I had, yesterday's was the Warhead was the least going. Some of them, not only is their alcohol warming and they're boozy, but they taste like shit. At least this one, it's kind of like fruit punch with half a bottle of Everclear in it. The walking around gun for the weekend, actually, I just, like less than a week ago, brought this from a secured location upstairs back down, and I set it in the safe. If you are seeing this for the first time, this is what happens when somebody like Jay at Elite Ammunition takes a fairly rare gun, the Sig Mauser combination, and decides that he doesn't want a 45 ACP. He wants, a 40. It's the same barrel amongst different levels, but this one started off life as a 40 cal, and it is now a 10 millimeter. Oh, Sharky, you should really easily be able to see this, right? I don't have to double check because, first of all, I don't know why they bother putting the stupid ramp on here when you can see the round right there through the little pee-pee hole. Would you like to stare? Hey, guys, stare into my pee-pee hole. Oh, yeah. This is not a hollow point, right? Why is Oh, that's why. Because in the event that I had to adios somebody, the first round was a hollow point. Sharky, let's see if... Yeah, that's a little bit better. Jesus Christ! That round left the gun with more momentum than a 45 ACP does while fired. Plus Jay gave me like 7 mags for this thing. The cool thing about this is, again, if you already know, then I don't really give a shit, is it has a rotating barrel, not a drop barrel, which also lends to make something more accurate. And I think I've put mag after. The first time I ever brought this thing out, I kind of couldn't stop shooting it. I believe I have had. I think I had 1 fail. Yeah, this is where Jay re-drilled the chamber to take the longer round of the 10 versus the 40, and realized that they make that barrel out of something that it's like made out of kryptonite. He destroyed a bit and had to bring it to a friend of his to finish the work. And I did sort of found a holster. If I really absolutely had this thing about wanting to carry it, the holster for the SIG, surprise, surprise, because it's a fat gun, the SIG, the P220 Elite holster that I got from Mr. Holster, fits this. the little bullet tilt-up indicator doesn't hit. What hits, the only thing that kind of makes it a holstering snag at all is the slide release really kind of fattens out right there. But it works in the holster. I don't know what the hell I even did with the holster. Oh, here it is. I was like, why am I not surprised? A SIG going into a holster for a SIG. So it's just that little bit. So if you just kind of jiggle in past it, you know. So now we're down to the trigger guard. So if I really got a bug up my ass and wanted to carry this, I could do it with the help of Scott, Mr. Holster. That's got to go out again soon too. You know, as I have these thoughts, I should write this list down so next time I go out. Hell, Smile Money, if it wasn't for the fact that today is not nice. Hey Google, what's the temperature outside right now?
In Duluth, it's currently 32 degrees.
Thanks.
No worries. I'm here to help.
Boy, what a bitch to get that thing hooked back up to the internet. You'd think, considering there's more spying going on that thing than there is with China, that it would like walk you all the way through it. But trying to find I couldn't even tell you what I couldn't even tell you what I did. Nice high heels. That was just such a weird thing. The name of the network is exactly what it was before, and the password is exactly what it was before, yet every device in the house, the blink camera systems, my security system, this is the happens to be the only Google thing still functioning in the house. Christine kicked her out of the living room and said I don't want her in there, and I'm like, well, there's your phone, there's your tablet. Hey, but at least it's not TikTok, right? Oh, before I forget, I got a message. I don't know if it's the owner or who from the Lava Bloody Mary mix, the one that I, for the benefit of the doubt, didn't know if it was just that I didn't like it or if something was wrong, because that bottle was obviously open and I didn't realize it until, you know. Can we get this started, or is this just going to be another one that rips? I got a message real early this morning, and he said he was going through their Amazon reviews and found my 1 star and apologized and wanted to get me out another bottle for me to give it another chance. Well, I told him that I'm always impressed when you deal with companies that have good customer service. Good customer service. I will put up with a lot of shit or anything going wrong when you know you have a company that is willing to do whatever they need to fix it. I mean, I'm not saying that that the one that shows up is going to have this incredible flavor and it's all going to be different. Maybe it's going to taste exactly the same as the old one. But the fact is, they were more than willing to send one out to me so that I could find out. And I was like, shit, I honestly, I just thought that was really, I'm always impressed when I run across companies that are willing to do something like that. You know, make sure that they keep every customer that they have. So I happened to mention, I said, well, you know, I reviewed this on my YouTube channel, and then he's like, well, you should give me the name of your channel so I can go check it out. And I'm just like, alcohol, guns, knives, beautiful women. I realize these are all American red-blooded things, but the Democratic Party, the Communist Party, is doing so much to vilify. I just follow around behind her and put my hand there for her. The Democratic Party is such on a tirade right now to destroy our rights and tear down all the things that, to me, were what a red-blooded American got into. And I just said, well, I'm just telling you, just warning you right now, I don't know where you fall on politics and all this morning wood, where all this is going to shake down, but here you go. And then he messaged me back and he goes, well, if you like to review stuff, he was going to send me out their mix, which is made to do the chilada or whatever he called it, mixing it with the beer. And I'm like, hell yeah. I mean, there was a point in time where you couldn't have paid me to do that. And then now, heck yeah, it's one of the things that I like to, you know, treat myself to. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know why I hung on to it, but I don't know if I just got to dump this out. Obviously, Mix is getting past the cap, or got past the cap somehow. I figured it must have, I just assumed that maybe during shipping it took a hit, and I don't know, but they're sending me out another bottle to review, which I will be more than happy to. And then he's got their mix to do like Caesars, you Canadians. So, Lava brand. So look for that one, but as of right now, I can't say enough about the dialogues I've had back and forth, and the fact that it's like a 1-star, we want to fix this, and they are. So I actually took my review down. I mean, at this point in time, I don't want to possibly do any harm to a company that just seems like they at least give a shit and they're trying. Am I going to like the Bloody Mary mix? Well, at least if I know that there's not a possibility that something's wrong with it, then I could add it to beer. Oh, look, I'm spilling. So, yes. So, hats off to them. Yeah, I don't understand what happened, other than the fact that you can see the fresh stuff, and it was after I had made one drink that I realized that. Let me set that over there so I can put it ashore. Ooh, an Osprey. An Osprey can. I always kind of liked them. I thought they were kind of cool because they're unusual. I like those too because they're unusual. Jolson says train whistle. Then he says J4. J4 is a miss. Train whistle. Should be proud of that button. Then he says, hit the button.
Joe Biden! Joe Biden! Joe Biden!
Then he says, hit the other button.
Listen, you're being rude. You're fake news. You're fake news. Stop being rude. You're fake news.
Then he says, no, hit the other button.
Bullshit level, DEFCON 5.
What? No. That's Sam. She goes, did you know your truck has an open recall? Okay, all you people, 2 o'clock in the morning, wearing your little headphones, you have in 3, in 2, in 1. What's the open recall? Well, this is all news to me. Period. So what do I have to do? Set up an appointment with a Dodge dealer? Passenger airbag. Huh. Huh. Jolson says we need no. You got call bell. Then he says the Warheads was not sour enough disappointment. Yeah, it really wasn't sour at all. Poco, I've had $98 in my Google AdSense for the past 9 years. Well, you know, when they changed a bunch of things, you know how many people got screwed out of their AdSense? Shut up. Those are nice. Mike says, so true, Eric. I keep buying the damn tack packs even though they've been sucking. But I'm thinking strongly on stop buying them. I do need a few sponsors to keep my crappy shit show channel going. So as tack pack is my only content. Yes. My girl. Talking about my girl. Salty says, I love me a naked sandwich. Miss 27 says, what's that? You've never had a naked sandwich? All of a sudden it's later than I planned. I tried to start this early so I would not have what happened to me yesterday happen again. Poco says H6. H6 is a hit. Mike says, I'm 4.5 hour flight or 12-hour drive from you, Eric. I could go for a snack right about now. Yeah, I always look forward to that. That's why right now I'm drinking a beer and talking to a camera. Everybody, say hi to Sam. Yeah. Oops. Yes, beer is the great equalizer. But at least I'm in a good mood because I had Friday off. Yeah, baby. Mike, you do know you don't need a chainsaw to trim trees. All you need is a 12-gauge shotgun with slugs. Just saying. But my name is Mike, not Michael. Just saying, my friend and brother. Hey, I have done my fair share of tree trimming with a shotgun. As a matter of fact, he's not here, but I have an video that I could have put at the beginning of this today to that. You know what, Mike? Even though Matt's not here, you should, if I remember, my bad, if I remember, you will see a tree being trimmed with a shotgun. Steven, I had around 1,000 subs and was making 300-ish a year. YouTube loves us. A year. I couldn't tell you the last time the eBomi channel got an AdSense payment. I think I went from one every single month to they made their little changes, and all of a sudden, for a while there, it took 2 months to get a check. Then it was 3 months to get a check. Right now, I may or may not be in the 4 months, and they don't cut you a check until you go over $100. So from 600, I think my best month ever was just shy of $700, to 4 months to make 100. That's right. Those advertisers just don't give a fuck about beer and guns and true Americans. They just want us all to be socialists. Hey, what about the whole run on the border yesterday? I would have, personally, I can think of several things that are belt-fed that would have taken care of that problem. Mama! Sam goes, I wish I had Friday off. I might have to find something with a little bit more juice to it. These aren't bad, but they're also like really light. Maybe it's just psychological. Maybe if I added Everclear to it, it would get better. Hang on. Hold my beer and watch this. I don't know. Was there a place on here that had frickin' English that even told what the spirits distilled from 36% sorghum, 16% wheat, 8% corn, 18% glutinous rice, and 22%, 50% by volume. So 100 proof. And this one, is 52%. So this one wins because, why, kids? Johnny in the back row, it has more alcohol in it. Unfortunately, we have to commit to another one of these to truly find out. I know. I'm just crazy like that. I know, it's just the way I am. So let's say start with a conservative shot increaser. What the? That's right. This thing has this like stupid. Oh, it doesn't pour bad. Oof. Oh, yeah. I love the patina on that. The shit I do for you guys. I would never even think about even having a beer. If it, well, McLean makes me want to drink, but... be great to have her make a racket. Get it? Just now all I smell is that. Mike says I would love to try that beer. Forlo? Come, you're telling me in 40 years, you're telling me you can't get that down in your neck of the woods? Also, I don't know if I would call that beer. It was like a malt beverage. Okay. Does credentials. Here we go. Yeah. I have this. When McLean is here, he has a swipe strip in his ass. Oh. Here we go. Does it mix? Hold that thought. I got something I like to swipe. Yes. Okay. Did I just wreck a beer? Wow. That stuff is not strong. I'm not getting any real sense that I've added anything up in alcohol, but this stuff tastes like shit. I mean, okay, I'm asking for a friend. What do you do with this? Is this just a straight shot thing? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should have done the whole... This one smells like that one plus an armpit. Right now, let me make... I got another psychic prediction going. Mike is typing, if you're not going to drink that, Eric, I would take and lay on my tummy and stick the open bottle in my ass. I could really go for a snack. I don't know. Oh, I'm down to 2 Scooby snacks. I mean, look, fresh panda. There is nothing I enjoy more than fresh panda. I might have to wait. Marshall really seemed like he liked those, so. Get up there, damn it. Okay, that's not going well. What the fuck? Oh, that's why. Sorry, sorry. Yes. Pressure. Da-na-na-na-na. Okay. Then we got snack cakes. Nope, not gonna go there. How about some octopus? Or some squid. Pieces in ink. I mean, why? I mean, would you be going, you know what, I really wasn't going to have any squid, but now that I see that it's pieces in ink, fuck yeah. Cheapo Gun Guy, what? The world isn't ending on April 8th? I wish you wouldn't have told me before I took out that loan.
Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden!
You will sit and you will stay. Hey, I never said that it wasn't ending. One of you guys said that it was. I said it was ending. After all, I am a conspiracy theorist that I am trying to establish my track record. So I'm going with, I hope nothing happens. Basically, the bottom line is there's a good chance that some kind of a terrorist attack will happen somewhere along the route of the eclipse. But you have to always keep in mind that thanks to the fact that the Obama administration, because, yes, just everything, you cannot convince me that fucking Biden is doing anything other than shitting in his pants. Obama stands over him with, sign right there. Good job, buddy. Sign right there. Yeah, we're going to go get ourselves an ice cream cone. You just have a few more things to sign. And after all, Obama said he was going to fundamentally change America. So here we are with millions of illegals, and we have no idea who they are, what they're planning. There's already murders and crime and shit being committed all over the place. I would have been at that border. I know sometimes I have been listed as maybe taking the bridge too far, but if you want to come to this country like our ancestors, like Jerry and Jason, and you came here legally and proudly became an American, I'm all for that. You want to fucking sneak across the border and do harm to Americans, for which the Biden administration swore an oath to protect America, and now you have more rights, more liberties. Fuck, you're an illegal immigrant? My girl. Just break into a fucking house, and you fall under that clause where they can't evict you. I mean, I literally watched a lady, the owner of the house, being arrested by the cops. Well, a fucking piece of shit who didn't have a lease, didn't have anything. He had a receipt saying that he had done some work on the house. And somehow that grants him the ownership of the house. I mean, I'm sorry, you can fact check all you want, all this shit that's going on right now. These people just freaking moving on in and camping out on your property, and you can't get them out of there. That's bullshit. When it comes to our border, you want to sneak across our border or rush our agents, that is such a perfect scenario for the GE minigun. I can guarantee you the groups behind will not follow. She's a personal favorite. I've had more than one thumbnail pulled because of her. Yet she's mostly dressed. We'll wait. I don't want to. Okay. EMT H5, in case my shot that you haven't called yet, or POCO that you called upon tomorrow didn't drop it. H5 is a hit. And that one is sunk. Driving Miss Daisy. So my board. First blood in the water, first ship on the bottom. Thank you, EMT, for establishing a precedence. Oh, EMT says, here's to Mully Steve. Kick ass, get back to the Church of the Second Amendment. Smile Money says, I second that. Well said. I can't find, I couldn't find any reference to any of it. It's been a while since he posted anything, which that's not a good sign, because Steve likes to poke the bear on an hour-by-hour basis. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing this again. I mean, it's just fine while you're drinking it, but I'm going to need to loosen up with something else. Damn it! I was out and about today. Should have picked up some 7-Up to go along with some skullduggery during Locked and Loaded. Damn it, Jim. Jim, I love you. I am about equally through both the bottles of the Buc-ee's. I love both of them. The heat on the Reaper one works nice for splashing on stuff. and I used the other one that has the sweet heat to it. I used that on nachos the other night. I had some one-pot pasta that has barbecue sauce in it, and I tried adding the barbecue sauce, and it was good. Don't get me wrong, but I was like I'm adding more barbecue sauce to something that. What I really need to do is I need Sharky. I need you to get over here, and I need you to make me up some little chicken wings marinated in that barbecue sauce from Jim. And then there's the grenade bottle, which I cleaned out all my old ones. I thought that those would be good to put stuff in. I'm not quite sure what at this point in time. I mean, if we do up some Reaper powder. Like I have Reaper powder that's in a small little canning goods jar. I should switch that over and put it inside of the grenade. It's all good until you have to take a breath. Whew. I don't like that. If it would have gone a little bit farther and would have been like, what did I reviewed something that was like 13 or 14 percent, or yeah, percent. So you're talking about like a 20, if it was 14, obviously it'd been 28 proof. And it was like a green apple flavor, and that didn't taste boozy, or it was like, oh my god, this stuff is incredible. This shit, it just has this flavor. Smile money. I'm late. I was at work. I work 2 nights a month now, 3.5 to 4 hours a night. If I save all the money I make for a year, I might be able to afford one David Brown caliber of handgun. Laugh out loud. Oh. Well, again, everybody's taste varies. David doesn't like plastic shit. So I was surprised that Rich even got him to shoot. It wasn't the dagger, was it? Was it your 5.7? Yeah, you got David to shoot the 5.7, a plastic gun. Oh my! I mean, the best I've ever done is I got Bunky to shoot the HK, but you know, she's so used to fucking high-end 1911 style triggers that, I mean, even David, I think the trigger on the P220 is awesome. I really like that trigger, but it definitely leans more in the direction of, I wouldn't say it's I mean, I've never triggered, did I trigger scale it? I don't remember. To me, when you're shooting it, I don't notice any of that, and I like the reset. Has a nice little click to it. I would have never even thought about bitching about the trigger in that, but David is 1911 freak. So if you're gonna compare every gun you ever shoot to a 1911 trigger, they are all gonna come up short. And I'll even go as far as when you're out shooting at the range, and why some of these guns are so freaking accurate, are they any more accurate than a Glock? No. I don't think so. I don't think the tolerance on a high-end 1911 just automatically grants you a precision pistol. I am in the camp with John Huber, though. I believe a good trigger is the gift to a good shot. In the case of my Mosin, it is, Jesus God, it's got to be almost impossible to push or pull that rifle when you're dealing with a trigger that is 3/4 of a pound. So, Now, when you get into a 1911 that has a trigger that is scaling at 2 pounds, maybe 2.5 pounds on some of those, I mean, you're just inherently, you're more likely to have your shot already gone from the gun before you can fuck something up. Now, carried. In that moment of high stress and energy, and say you're at a grocery store and you hear boom, 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 and you're not a pussy, you don't just immediately head to the door. You are one of those people that respond to try to see if there's something that you can do to save life and put down a piece of shit, and you are ready to go. That extra stress of, I mean, the cops, they interview cops. How many, that's why you're not supposed to say a fucking thing. If something happens and they want to interview you, you don't say a goddamn thing. Because even cops have been, how many rounds did you fire? 2. Mag's empty. So they're going to use that all against you. Of course, in the case of a cop, it's less likely because of the whole buddy system. You know, I really wish my body wouldn't fall apart and land on the optics. And Zeus, I tell you, my next go around, it might be completely worth spending more money on a Holtzman optic that has a oh my god, she's so awesome. Has a completely enclosed assembly, which means you have your front glass right here, and now you have your back glass right here, and you don't have a frame to try to get inside of. I mean, if you're someone that maybe you're a class B or C personality, this probably doesn't bother you at all. Me, if I walk upstairs and pull the gun out just to, practice a draw or whatever, and I notice that it's all covered in more little speckles of either cloth from my shirt or skin from my side, maybe I should get McLean here. You can start applying lotion from the basket, and if I'm covered in lotion, then I'm less likely to get it all over the gun. Hey, you remember the other day when I pulled this thing out and there was literally a dust bunny in here? I broke this thing completely down and cleaned it, and here we are like a week and a half later, and we're right back there. Carried guns take a lot of abuse. More than just dinging off of doorways and all sorts of other shit, but I was going to bring this the other day, but I kept the list fairly small. No, Sharky, you are never going to see that. That is... If this is the top one in the mag, that means the one that's in the gun right now is the Lawman, the next one down right there. Sorry about that, Billy. And, of course, if you want to see my pee-pee hole and the emitter, oh, yeah, stare into the emitter. Yeah, my pee-pee hole, though. Moving on up, Smile Money. I did put the money in the mail tonight. It should go through if the post office doesn't have drug-sniffing dogs. The guy that broke a large bill for me may have left some powder on the bill. Either way, I appreciate it. Again, I have wow, where'd she come from? I have donations for the Range Camera Birthday Fund from Smile Money. Someone whose name I won't mention. And Wade. So right now I have 140 of the which I'm guessing is 360. I don't know if it's free shipping, so if you figure tax, shipping, and the 2-year, I just fucking shot my camera. If that happens, two seasons covered by them for $32. It seemed like good money. I am still going to try to make sure that no matter how I set this all up, maybe even if I have to make a rig that holds, if the target's right here, the camera's going to be right there, or right underneath it on, like, bring out like a little ledge or something, and then that deflector plate that I have, yeah, if I made a box that could raise that up a little bit, so, because I don't want to be shooting at a target on the ground, the target's needing to be up a little bit, but if I made up a box or a stand, and the camera sat on that with the steel plate that I had for that camera system that went out of business, they went out of business. So, but either way, and then of course I thank David today. I mean, he is willing to put $100 towards my birthday fund. All I have to do is get another 93 of you to buy the book. That's all. Just 93 of you. And what if he sells 100 books, he'll throw $100 towards my birthday extravaganza. Yeah, I'm fucked. That's never going to happen. Multi-Gunman says, beer? What the fuck? Where's the whiskey? Mr. 27 says, at your house. Bring your own whiskey. BYOW. Why? I'm getting lucky today. The redheads? Oofda. Oofda. J-Dog is here at work. Yeah, Smile Money. I don't know if I ever finished the statement. I almost packed up the Subi and went out to Island Lake to just do 100 yards. Just do 100 yards with the 24-inch. I would have brought the 24-inch. Okay, for sure I would have brought the Mosin and the JP. 3-shot groups at 100 yards was what he asked to see to start with, just to get the ball rolling. How tight can I place 3 shots at 100 yards? On a day like today, where it was like 24 degrees as of this morning, the sun came out, and it did help to change things. I was like, this is just, I'm gonna be a little bitch, and so I didn't actually go. And now we are under a major, you're gonna get fucked. Christine was saying we could see 18 inches of snow, according to the latest. And I told Mike, I said, it's probably going to miss us. And he goes, no, it's not. Look at the radar. So, that's okay. I just need to try to line up some plowing gigs. For sure, I've got the spook house. And I'm still waiting to hear from Jordan about the job that I did at the beginning, the one snowstorm that we've had this year, the one and only. If I ran out there, that's a good payday. They paid really well, and it's a no fuck up plowing scenario. Imagine if that was your prom date, and that's like all that you. Again, that's a challenge right there. I mean, you literally just lotion those bitches up and try to hold one. Just how long can you before it... McLean, 2 days of Matt intros and no Matt. The fuck? Hey, they're funny. So I know. Usually it's a Matt intro if Matt's here. Psych! Matt Davis says E4. E4 is a misdemeanor, my friend. I approve. Then Matt says something fun sounds good. Wade says, I've given up completely on gabapentin. It doesn't work for me anymore, and I'm not taking the mega dose they say will work. I've started taking a concoction of Bragg's apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, and cayenne pepper with a glass of water. It turbocharges your metabolism and increases your circulation. Wade, is it actually working? Because there's nothing I fucking like about the gabapentin. Well, last night I did do, Jolson, just so you know, I did do the whole laid out some cellophane, put some a napkin on it. Boy, that was a fucking disaster this morning. Laid out another piece of napkin, drizzled a little olive oil on it at $25 for a bottle. And then covered it in cayenne, stepped on it, wrapped the cellophane in both directions tightly around my foot, put my sock on over it, and then slept in it. And you know, they say if you were to do this to someone that there's no problem with your circulation system and with your feet, then they would find that the cayenne would be hot or would burn. And I'm like, nothing's changed. As a matter of fact, right now it feels just like I did when I started. I'll probably do it again tonight. I don't even know what I need to do. I almost need to switch to like a piece of rag or something, because the towel that I literally just used a piece of this, then put some olive oil on it, and then the cayenne. Well, now I should point out that I did more than sleep in it. I decided since it was in there, maybe I would keep getting the positive repercussions of the cayenne. So when I got going this morning and took off to go see David, I literally just put my shoes on. Well, I don't know what she's having, but I want some. It kind of disintegrated when I went to go take my shower. I noticed that it kind of disintegrated that, and it looked like chunks of shit covered toilet paper broke apart all over my bathroom floor. And I'm like, yeah, that went just like I wanted it to go. So I don't know. In her video, I may have missed it, but she didn't say for how many days you need to do this. But Wade, I am gonna have to message you for your recipe. Okay. Yeah, never ever fucking give up. Where are you? You know what I hate about fucking Messenger? Is the people I interact with the most. Why is it that you guys like disappear and you're all the way down towards the bottom? I'm at the part of the brew review where you're talking about the gabapentin. Period. What is your recipe for the gabapentin replacement? Because I'm with you. If I took as much as they want me to, I wouldn't be able to remember my own fucking name. Wade, prayers to Steve, also known as Zika Steve. That's right, when he was here, he was so fucking sick. Hey, Steve, do you... Oh, God, yes. You have... she's like, right now, You know how many guys would love to have a little piece of that. That's right. Camp Fuji. Mr. 27 says 38th. Then he says beer plus beer equals...
Macho Biden! Macho Biden! Macho Biden!
Jolson says, first it was all Joey's fault, now it's all Sharky's fault. You ever think that maybe it's just that it's a Kimber? I don't hear you. Din says, keep Matt's name out of your mouth. Hey, let me back up. First it was all Joey's fault, now it's all Sharky's fault. You ever think maybe it's just that it's a Kimber? Keep my Kimber out of your fucking mouth! Yeah, it's probably that it's a Kimber. I have always had great luck with Kimbers. Do I think that they fucking dropped the ball when they moved their stuff? I mean, to this point in time, I wish I had never got rid of my CDP Ultra. Bevel melt treatment, ambi controls or ambi safety. That pistol was just phenomenal. I wish I would have never sold that. Brian Kuza, you suck. You shouldn't have shot it. You would have sold it back to me. He bought it from me for $1,000 and said I could have it back for $1,000. And then he boomed it. Then it was no longer for sale. 45 ACP 3-inch barrel. Such a awesome gun. No, Jolson, there's nothing else that it could be other than the end of the slide release. The end of the slide release. And I don't understand why they even make it poke out like they do. The ledge on the mag is what grabs that and pushes it up. It doesn't grab any of the stuff that I have done clearancing. And you can plainly see, when you take the slide off of it, if I wanted to go through all that shit, I could. But when you take the slide off of it and put a mag up in there, you see the end of that slide release, and the bullet just looks like, now during all of the kerfuckle that's going on a 10 millimeter, if the tip of that bullet is over a hair and it knocks that arm, yes, that's the only thing that could be causing this problem as of this moment in time that I feel. So I took some more off of it and then polished the fuck out of it, put it back together. I'll take it out again and shoot it. If it gets to the point where I just can't figure it out, I guess it has to go to Jay. I also have to come to the conclusion that I have two things right now for sure that need to go to Jay. I was holding out because I would have liked to been able to go visit Jay. Now, if Jay has any home improvement projects that he would like me to do, then I could justify packing up some tools and heading your way for a couple of days.
That is such fake news.
It sounds good to me, though. Sharky, cheers all, catching up today. Had a busy day yesterday sorting out dinner and going to the handball match. My daughter had 30 minutes to eat and get ready to go after coming home from school. It was tight. That's what she said. But we made it. We also had the team shirts and bag. Couldn't be late. Here we go.
You fake news.
Okay? Sorry. I'm human. And male. Sharky, SH. Those are some great Mentors on to the next one. See, that was on the Haztron. I don't even know what the fuck. Sharky on the right one. Cheers all. More catching up. Here we go. Sharky. La Crosse, Wisconsin. Laughed my ass off. I know that town only from all of the police body cam videos out there on YouTube. Blue Code Cam and Donut Operator. Crazy. Crazy, baby. Can you believe those are real? No, not a chance. Sharky says, anus 3. A3 is a misdemeanor. Thanks for playing. Fucking Dutchie. Sharky, another two-parter, so more catching up for me. And just like that, we are a done deal. So where do I put TECHNO Viking Berliner Weiss Sour, weighing in at 4.5 measly %? When you have to start adding alcohol to your alcohol, that might be a sign that you need more alcohol. Overall, I hate to do this, but it's a DREKKER. I am going to give it the same score as its alcohol percentage, a 4.5. There's so much more they could do with this. If I was really not a prick, I'd give it a 5.5. But other than that, it'd be fun to go camping with her and play a round of hide the wiener. Made with more TECHNO. I didn't even see if there's anything worth a shit on here. I put the thing right here, and it's already showing signs that it wants to fall off. I know where I could put one, but right there. Sit, boo boo. Of course, now that the can has been no. No. Come on, hurry up. Denied. What? Okay, sorry. Sorry you had to see that little tizzy fit. Okay, I got a spot right here. I've got one on the water heater. Christina's forbid me to put more on the water heater. I mean, in the event that we move, I mean, I don't know. Fuck you. Enjoy it. You know? Okay? Rich Huff says, cheers, clubbers. Cheers, Rich. Oh, God, no. No. Wow, still got some space pizza in there. Ugh, I gotta... You know, I was going to have this tonight. NiHap sent me the very first thing that ever received a 10 on this channel. But I think it'd be more fun to review it. Why? Because you can't prove that I ever reviewed it in the first place. How about a little zombie-inspired cocktail? 10% Tiki Infusion. Sure, why not? Vodka. She's having some vodka. Anybody remember, did I like this? Lagunitas. Poco, it's almost the end of the show. Yeah, and it's the 22nd. We're slowly approaching the end of everything. Oh, look, it's a Tavor. It's a bullpup. I just don't want that one. I want, you know the thing. Jolson, the Too Hard to Sunny Slopes Club doesn't need any cowbell at all. I am a truck driving bitch. Salty says, double naked beer time. Mr. 27 says, brew Bomi Club time. And J-Dog with the last comment says, Heart Club Mr. Holster. Hey, we could do this just like Mr. Rogers. I'm glad. Okay, kids. Just so you know, kids, your mom swallows. Hey, you know it'd be fun? Oh, God. I don't think I have any of these down here. Firing up the old booze detector. Nope. I am not motivated enough to go upstairs and get some batteries. And all the rechargeables, I believe, are, here. I doubt they have any charge in them at all. What are the odds? What are the odds? Hey, it's showing. It's timing backwards while it's self-calibrating itself. 50, 49, 38, 20. Wait. Point. Hey everybody. What's good? Well, it's time for a little top off. Wow, this wasn't very good either, was it? Whew. Oh. Yeah. It's going to be a really good shoe. We're not going anywhere till one more of you show up. Just kidding. Off top of your head, anybody remember what Flask 147 was? Is it worth even trying? Well, that's no good. That ended before we got there. This was the new book. Shit. Shit. Hey, it's one way to find out. Oh, God. Oh, it looks like fucking motor oil. This was like one of those super rise. Hey, you remember that time that Eric didn't show up for Locked and Loaded? Cheers. $70. Getting down there. $30. What? Really? Come on, I'm not getting something for effort. Hi, we don't recommend that you drive. Okay. I'm going to throw these 4 on the octopus. And get them charged up, and put the old breathalyzer back into the routine. Like tomorrow, I can start at the beginning of the thing and verifying that that Daddy don't have anything in his system. Let's put this here. Oh, I must charge these. Unless I'm missing something on the literature, they're all blinking. They're all blinking green. Okay, one last check, and then I got to go. I really got to go. It's 4 o'clock. Okay. Cheers, and hopefully I got to. I don't know what tonight's... Joey can't be there tonight. Well, if he is, he'll show up late, but he's going to the new Ghostbusters movie. He's like, I'm taking my son... No, you're not taking your son to the movie. If anything, he's taking you to the movie. Cheers.